Alright, how's it going? Buzz Games here, and today we are going to be doing an instructional video on how to install your solid state drive. That's right. Solid state drives are a necessity nowadays with computer builds, and I don't know if you guys know what one is. I would Google it if I was you. I'm not going to give you a long lecture. That's not the purpose of the video. But they are very handy and very helpful, especially if you're trying to do things like I am, which is record live gameplay, render large amounts of video and stuff. Solid state drives will expedite that process phenomenally. So yes, today we're going to be installing this solid state drive, and this is, just for the record, so everybody can know, this is a Samsung 840, and it's 250 gigabytes. Okay. Here's what it looks like inside its plastic holding. Before you reach in like I just did, touch it. Always make sure, guys, like I tell you in every video, touch something metal. This is my computer case. It is metal. It's going to ground me. It's going to remove any static charge that I have on my hands or on my body, okay? And always remember, if you're not wearing a anti-static little wristband, touch metal every so often. I try to do it every minute. But anyways, okay, so I'm grounded. And here's what the drive looks like. It's actually ridiculous how small this thing is and lightweight. It's the complete opposite of a normal hard drive. It is very thin. It almost seems very cheap. But yeah, look at the prices online and you will find out they are not very cheap. So here it is, Samsung 840 250 gigabyte solid state drive. We're going to be putting this bad boy in. Alright. In the back, this is the little connectors where you're going to put your your SATA charging cable and your little SATA ATA serial ATA cable for data, which will go from the one on the right to your motherboard. Okay. Now included, this is the box it came in, so you guys can see if you're looking to buy one. I would highly suggest the Samsung. Samsung is a very, very reliable company. They came out with the 830 series, which quickly became the most popular one in the market, and it also was the fastest one. Their 830 Pro was, by all means, the fastest solid-state hard drive that was out. So, yeah, they're a great company, and they have a great track record for their solid-state drives. Inside the box, you know, it comes with a little bit of instructions. Here's I'm not going to use it, but this is like a user manual and software. You can install that, you know, after you put in your hard drive and look up what you need to look up. Okay, well anyways, the cables we're going to be needing to install this, and the tool we're going to be needing is, oh yes, it's another screwdriver. Everything in a build is going to be done with a screwdriver. I would suggest you guys go find a little cheapo like this. I think this cost me like $5. This is a magnetic, and it's the perfect size screwdriver for building an entire computer. It's nice and tiny, it fits in those little spots, and you know, it does what it needs to do. Besides that, here are 4 little tiny black screws that match the color of the hard drive and the case. These actually were supplied with the hard drive, so you won't have to worry about buying hardware. But for me, at least, with this particular drive, I bought it off of Newegg. I did not know, but it did not come with the SATA data cable, which you see in my hand now. You are going to need to go pick one of these up if you plan on buying this particular solid state drive from Newegg. And so what I did was I actually went to my local Tiger Direct retail store and I picked up a 2-pack, and it was like $4. So I have a nice little 2-pack of that, which will be awesome because I also have a hard drive I'm installing, so that little 2-pack will be perfect for me. So aside from your little data cable there, your little SATA, this is a cable that will come with your power supply. My power supply is modular, so I was able to remove the cable from the actual power supply and set it out here to show you what you're going to need to use. And this is just basically a SATA cable charger, and so that's going to plug into the back of your SATA cable as well, or your SSD drive as well. That'll power it up. This will transfer your information to and from your motherboard. Okay? And that is basically it. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to be doing, guys, is we're going to identify where exactly what we want to put the solid state drive. Now with my particular computer case, I'm using a THOR V2, and if you can see from here, let me get a nice little close-up. On these little brackets, these little mounting brackets, there's two tabs which you can kind of see. I'm touching each one. All you have to do is pinch them. This is called a toolless install. You just pinch those two brackets and pull out just like that, and that releases it from the case in there. See? And so I'm gonna do the top brackets, or let me show you why. Slide this back in, pinch it to close it. I can't tell if you guys can see too well the lighting. Do you notice how the top bracket that I just pulled out has a lot less space than the other brackets do above it? Yeah, I actually like that. I'm going to stick that little solid state drive up there. It's going to be nice and secured. It's going to have a good amount of air coming right through this little air vent, which will line up perfectly with it, which I like. And then right below it, this will be where I actually put my mechanical hard drive, and there's going to be that extra gap between the two, which I like. That means that there's going to be a separation and more airflow and separation of heat between the two different drives. I prefer that. I like that. I actually suggest you guys use that same type of mentality when installing your drives. So anyways, back to what we're doing. So you grab the drive, or you grab, excuse me, the bay, the mounting bracket, pull it out, and if you look closely, you will see there are 4 holes for which you can screw through. 4 screw holes. Very simple. Now, grounding my hand again, like I said, every minute or so, you're going to take your solid state drive, and if you look on the back of it, see these silver holes? Those are actually intended for mounting onto this bracket, like so. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to use those screws, and I'm going to be mounting it. Now keep in mind for cable management, since the cables are going to be going in here, and the bay mounts this way in, you're going to want to make sure that the cables are coming from this side. So when you mount it to your little bay, make sure that you have the cables facing out the right direction like that. Okay? Now this part's pretty simple, as you can see. Let me give you a little light. If you look at this little hole right here, see that? When it's lined up, you could tell. Now it's not lined up. Now it is lined up. You can see right through into the hole on the SSD. That's all you need to do. It's pretty simple stuff. Then you just grab a screw, drop it in there with your fingers, and then finish it off with the screwdriver. You don't have to tighten it like extremely tight, but it's a good idea to make it at least secure and firm. And I'm basically going to just do that with all 4 of these. Try to do as quick as I can for time's sake. I know you guys don't just want to sit there and watch me screw in screws into a solid state drive. That's not very good video. But yeah, so it's pretty simple. Just put your screws in, and then what you can start thinking about doing while you're in the middle of doing this is deciding how you're going to be managing your cables, because having good cable management is key. Okay, so there it is. That's how it looks. It's mounted, it's secure, it's not falling off, it's not going anywhere, and it is ready to be installed into the case. Alright. So, when you install into the case, all you do, take you guys back up there, is you look for the area where you can slide it right in like that. Push it in, Squeeze these little tabs, and there you go. That is locked into place. That's not going anywhere. And that, my friends, is how you install a solid state drive into your case. Alright. Thank you guys for watching that instructional video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see anything else that I do a lot of instructional videos on installations, and this is a gaming build which I'm doing right now. If you want to see how I've put all these other things in, please feel free to check out my channel. I've got all the videos in a playlist. I also do live commentary and stuff. Feel free to come and look at it. I'd love to see you there. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. I am Buzzed Games, and I will see you guys next time.